Dr. Elaine. This is my third assessment on Newton's second law. I did number 38 and on page 113. It is asking for the frictional force. I'm given the mass, initial velocity, and the time it takes. So in order to find the frictional force, which is m times acceleration, or mass times acceleration, I just plug this in for a change of velocity over change in time, which is final minus initial over change in time, which is negative 28 meters per second over 4 seconds. And that gives me 7 meters per second. I didn't carry the negative down here because it's not saying it's going in a negative direction. It's just going opposing to the force in which it was initially traveling. And so since I have my acceleration, I already have my mass. So I just take the frictional force, multiply the weight or the mass times the acceleration. It gives me 8,400 newtons, and that is the frictional force on this little hot rod here. And whenever I started doing this one, it seemed pretty difficult, but then I did it and it was actually pretty easy. I was amazed, so I did another one, and that's number 47 on page 113. And it asks for the average velocity, and so what it said was it went 3/4 of the way of a circle. Well, 3/4 of a way, that gives me a complete right triangle. And it says the radius is 20 meters, and the time that it took to get from point A all the way to point B is 3 seconds. So my average distance is going to be from A to B, so I just wrote a hypotenuse right here. And if you have a right triangle with both legs that are exactly the same, then the hypotenuse is going to be that measurement times the square root of 2. So all I did was, that was my average distance, and then for my average velocity, all I did was I plugged that over the time that it took, which was 3 seconds, and that gave me 9.4 meters per second as my average velocity. And then I wanted to go ahead and give direction to that as well. I know because I need to practice it. And so since at a 45-degree angle, it's either north of east or this angle is east of north. Since it's a 45-degree triangle, it's even either way. So it's 9.4 meters per second at 45 degrees north of east or east of north. All right, thank you.